Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Maika and today I have The Body Shop collection for you. I think I do one of these videos like once a year and I chat to you about the different Body Shop products that I have in my possession. The Body Shop is definitely one of my favorite brands when it comes to like body care, but also skincare. So I have a couple of bits from like a lot of ranges that they do, and it's a brand that I have a lot by because I used to live really close to the Body Shop store. Like it was around the corner from where I used to live. I currently don't really buy as often from them as I used to, so I feel that my collection has definitely dwindled down over the past couple of years. But I have to say that whenever they have a sale, which is usually around July time, I tend to pick up a few bits. So that's what I did again this time. And so I thought I could chat to you about some of the Body Shop products in my possession and sort of like my favorites and things that I really like and things that I've repurchased, because the Body Shop stuff I've repurchased a lot, let me tell you. So I zoomed you in a little bit closer because I felt that we were a little bit far away perhaps. And I always forget that I have these things in my makeup collection, but I have a couple of makeup-y bits from the Body Shop. The Body Shop is definitely not a brand that I love when it comes to their makeup, but I have tried a couple of their things over the years, and I think I used to have their honey bronzer, which I believe is now being discontinued. I saw it in the sales section of the Body Shop the other day when I was there, and I used to love their tea tree BB cream. That was like my holy grail. They now seem to be doing some sort of other like BB cream kind of product, which I swatched on the back of my hand and it looks interesting. So I may want to try it, but I'm not entirely sure. But the bits that I have are like older products. So the Body Shop used to do this line of eyeshadow, which was their Color Crush eyeshadow. And this is the third of these little creamy colored eyeshadows that I have been using. This is my favorite eyeshadow to set my primer with, and that's what I use this for. And I used up 2 of these completely in the past. These have since been discontinued, and when I'm done with this one, it's the last one I have. And the Body Shop was not only one of the first brands I really dabbled into when it comes to like makeup products, but also brushes. I remember buying one of their brush rolls as like one of my first sets of brushes, and I still have 2 of them. I got rid of everything else because I didn't like them very much, but this little lip brush is really nice. I'm not sure if you can see that. But it's a very tiny brush to really be very precise if you want to do anything like that. It's also really great for like very pinpoint concealing. And this is just a really nice flat shader brush that you can really use for packing things on the lid. These are just some older brushes that I have on hand that, you know, if I want to do something with glitter and glue and like crazy things, then at least I have a couple of brushes that I don't mind getting very dirty. And if, you know, I have to throw these away afterwards, I don't mind. I've got 2 boxes here. I've got this clear cubby, which is mainly like some minis, but most of it is skincare. And then I have a larger box sitting right here next to me with the bigger, larger body care products. So the only thing I don't really like the Body Shop for is like hair care stuff. I've tried some of it, but it wasn't my favorite. For some reason, I prefer Luscious hair care products because they're just better for my hair. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, for me, the Body Shop skincare and body care is where it is at. So let's talk skincare, because the Body Shop is one of those brands that does really great skincare at a not so expensive price point, I feel. I have tried a lot of their lines that are suitable for my type of skin, which is a dehydrated, sensitive skin type. And I remember when I tried this line for the first time, the aloe vera line, that was the first time when I found skincare that worked for me and that didn't irritate my skin. So if you have very sensitive skin, I would recommend looking into their products, because this aloe vera line was definitely the gentlest I ever found. By now, my skin is more used to skincare, so I can get away with a lot more, which you'll see in a minute. But these were just some good basics, and these are my 2 favorite products from the line. I always have these on hand. Like, if my skin starts freaking out, if anything happens to it, I go back to the face wash and I go back to the calming toner, and I'm just happy. This is currently in my shower as well. This is a new one. I haven't used this one yet, but I have one that's almost gone in my shower. And this, if I'm like out of micellar water, I feel that this toner is just as good at like cleansing my face. So this is a really nice cleansing combo, you could say. Do I have anything else? It's like a cleanser. Yes, I do. This is a recent purchase for me. So this is a recent purchase for me. I just picked this up the other day, and this is their chamomile cleansing balm. I've never tried their cleansing balm. I only tried the cleansing oil, and that I found was very messy. So I look forward to trying this because I'm out of my Good Molecules one that I was using. I was sent that in PR, and it was lovely, and it made me realize how much I can love a cleansing balm for taking off my makeup as like a first cleanse, you could say. And I was just thinking that I could try this because it's about as expensive and it's a lot easier for me to get a hold of. And then I bought this at the same time to be like a second cleanse, you could say. This is the Oils of Life Intensely Revitalizing Cleansing Oil and Gel. So I like my cleansers to be quite hydrating, and this, because it has oil, will be hopefully able to break up anything that you have on your face. So this is sort of like your, can be used morning and nighttime kind of thing, and then this really to take off makeup, and I thought that could be a nice combo. So these are new products that I haven't tried yet. This isn't really a cleanser, but it's a peel, and this is the Vitamin C Glow Revealing Liquid Peel, and this is one of those products that I'm always a bit nervous about because it's one of those products, I think I used this maybe once or twice, and it kind of like makes that layer of your skin like just peel off. And for my skin, it's usually a little bit too aggressive, I have to say. I prefer a more gentle, like chemical exfoliant, like a niacinamide or a lactic acid. Those work a lot better on me to help against texture. But this is one with vitamin C, and I do like a couple of the vitamin C products, as you will see in a minute. But this one, I think I may have to declutter at some point because I'm not reaching for it, and it's a bit too much of a faff, you could say. So a product I don't have any more from the Vitamin C line, but that I really liked, was their microdermabrasion. But since that's a physical exfoliant, and I've tried to be better at using a chemical exfoliant, I currently no longer have that in my possession. But two of the other products from the Vitamin C line that I love are the moisturizer with 30 SPF and a face spritz, and this was discontinued, so I bought it back up a long time ago that I just didn't open. This is now almost gone, but it now comes in this newer style packaging, and they brought it back, and I'm so happy that it's back because this is one of my favorite face spritzes in the morning. I love doing like a quick cleanse in the morning with a bit of micellar water and then spraying this one on. It just makes me feel instantly awake. It adds like a first layer of moisture that really helps to absorb your skincare. So this I really, really like, and this is my second or third bottle of this. I've gone through several of these. And then their moisturizer, this is the Glow Protect lotion, and this is one that I've used up in the past as well. This is with an SPF of 30, as I mentioned, and I like this in the summertime. It's nice and lightweight, but it still nourishes my skin enough. This is definitely the kind of moisturizer that I can use like this time of the year because it's not too rich, but it definitely has that SPF, so it does give you a little bit of protection. Of course, not enough if it's just a moisturizer, but it does give you some protection. So then we've moved on to moisturizers, and I have a few. I also have the Vitamin E moisturizer, and I don't believe I've ever used this yet, and I've already owned this for like quite some time, so I need to start using this. This also has an SPF of 30, and the Vitamin E line I find is a little bit richer and a bit more nourishing. So for me, this is a really nice product for like the fall time / winter time, I hope, which is when I hope to be opening this. But I have too many moisturizers to go through, you guys. And then I bought the Carrot Cream Nature Rich Daily Moisturizer quite recently, actually. This is also a newer product to me. This apparently has some sort of tint. I'm not entirely sure. This doesn't have SPF though, so I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to do. It just sounded intriguing, and hey, carrots are really good for you if you eat them, so maybe they're good for your skin too. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool concept, and I wanted to try it. And then last but not least, in terms of like moisturizer, I have the Vitamin E Overnight Serum in Oil. And this is another staple, you guys. This is another one of those products I just always have on hand. This was the first time I ever tried a serum, let alone a face oil. This is quite oily, so it does help a lot if you have a drier skin type. And I found that this was super helpful for like the winter time when I have drier skin. This smells great, it feels great, and it just really makes your moisturizer go on top so nicely, and it moisturizes your skin really, really well. So I love this product. And then last but not least, in terms of like true like skin care, I have the Vitamin E Eye Cream. And this is the third tube of this that I own. Again, a staple. This is not the best eye cream for the nighttime. I feel it's not rich enough for nighttime use, but it is a great lightweight one that works well under concealer. So if you're like me and you have a little bit of like wrinkliness in your under eye and you want to smooth it out by making sure it's nicely moisturized, and you don't want your concealer to crease at the same time, then this is lightweight enough to be absorbed by the skin super quickly. I use this as my morning time eye cream. Well, I said that that was it in terms of skincare, and it's not entirely true because I also have some of their face masks. And I'm not a big masker at all. I find it a bit of a faff, and I actually usually find them too aggressive for my skin. But I feel that the Body Shop has a couple that are quite nice. The Chinese ginseng and rice clarifying polishing mask is one that I like to use, again, against texture and things like that. However, I do feel, again, that the scrubbiness of this kind of product isn't necessarily right for my skin. I also have the Tea Tree Skin Clearing Clay Mask, and this is the kind of mask that I love because it sort of dries down and then it gets rid of all of your blackheads and any sort of like buildup in your skin, and I love it for that. And I love the Tea Tree line by the Body Shop, but again, it is a bit too much for what my skin needs most of the time. And the same actually goes for the Warming Mineral Mask. This, I believe, had ginger in it, if I'm not mistaken. It's very warm, it's very strange, and I'm not sure if this still works or whether it's still any good. It was just sitting in my cupboard. I was like, I might as well show it in the video. Let me smell this for a minute. It doesn't smell any differently from what I remember it smelling, so it's probably still good to go. But this has a very sort of gingery, spicy kind of scent, and when you put it on, it starts to heat up your face, which, if you have sensitive skin, again, it can be a bit too much, which is a bit of a shame, but it was quite nice. However, my favorite mask by the Body Shop is from the Vitamin E line, and this is the Sink In Moisture Sleeping Mask. Now, I always get a little bit lazy about my skincare in the summertime, and then I just need like a one-stop shop that I can just slap on and, you know, I just don't need to fuss that much. And this is great because what this is just essentially a super rich moisturizer. I like to slather this on. It's got a very weird sort of like jelly kind of texture, and then it just really absorbs really nicely into your skin, and then you're left with super soft baby-like skin, which I love about this. So if I mask, I now tend to always reach for this because mainly what my skin needs is moisture. So that's why I love this one. And then in this cubby, I also have two of their mini hand creams. The Hemp Hand Cream by the Body Shop is, I think, a classic. I quite like this, but I do feel I go through hand cream a lot too, like just too quickly, which is why I don't buy dedicated hand cream, as you will see in a minute, because I use something else for it. And then in here, I think I got these as like a gift with purchase, and the same thing goes for this. So I also have two minis of the Shea Body Butter, but we'll talk about that in a minute because I also have a larger size. And I have actually another one in my bathroom, but I didn't bring it up here. So I have the British Rose Shower Gel and the Black Musk Shower Gel. So I think that there was this little pouch that these came in, and I think it's two shower gels, the hand cream, and the body butter came in that little thing. And I love these for travel. I always buy these, the Body Shop minis, for travel, and since right now with the whole pandemic, nobody's traveling, I thought I could just hang on to these and I will have them on hand for when I do travel. So we've talked about all that, but I told you I had more, right? Do you see this? This is a part of all of the body care that I have by the Body Shop. There are a couple of shower gels that I have doubles of, which I didn't all bring up here. I just have all the different scents that I have. I thought that would make more sense. So I love buying the Body Shop's body care stuff when it goes on sale, because then they have the limited editions. I also really like about it is that you get some more of the unusual scents. Very often those have already been discontinued or they're just a bit harder to find, and that's why I sometimes have those in here as well. So let me just start with, yes, let's start with these scrubs. I'm not much of a scrubbing person, but I still have the cocoa butter scrub, and I have the Pinita Colada, like the coconut and pineapple one that they did a couple of years ago. This was one of my favorite scents, so I bought it in like every product that you could get. So those are scrubs. As I mentioned, I'm not much of a scrubber. If I need to go scrubby, I go to the Body Shop. I also have two of these body yogurts, and I'm not too sure how I feel about these because they're not as rich as their body butters. Which I thought would be nice for like my legs and like the summertime, but I find that I just like the richness and the creaminess of the body butters a lot better. But these are really nice. This is their new scent. This is the Zesty Lemon, which is limited edition for summer, and I'm so happy this is back, but I wish they did this as a body butter, because the lemon scent from the Body Shop, the one, I'm not sure if I like this one as much as the one they did previously, but that was one of my favorites, like one of my favorite OG The Body Shop scents. So I'm glad they're doing a lemon scented one again, because I just love this. And I have the almond milk and almond milk body yogurt as well. I like the almond milk shower gel a lot. I wasn't a big fan of the body butter of this because I didn't find it rich enough, which is why I tend to be quite particular when it comes to my body butter favorites, you could say. But yeah, these are nice, sort of more lightweight. I think I'll just use them up as a hand cream sometime in the future. So now that we're talking about body butter, let's just talk about that then. I used to have giant stacks of body butter, and I made an effort, like a true point, of using them all up because one of them had expired and I couldn't use it anymore. So now I try to sort of have the one in, one out kind of rule. It's not entirely true because I actually have one more. Let me talk about that first then, because for Christmas they were doing the Peppermint Candy Lane limited edition, and I now have two of these because I love that minty scent in the winter time. I just do. I tend to go for different scents in different seasons, so I'm going to be saving this one for that time period. And then I have the Fall for Pumpkin scent from their fall line. I'm pretty sure they'll be doing a new fall line this year, but at least I have this one on hand for when this one is out, because I bought myself a giant tub of the Shea Butter body butter last winter, and then they told me they were going to stop doing these giant tubs. Such a shame, because I love, this is my favorite body butter. It's a very neutral scent. I very often find some of the Body Shop scents a little overpowering. And since I use this as a hand and foot cream, oh yes, before going to bed, I don't want the scent to be too overpowering. So I'm not sure how well I will like the pumpkin one as I'm going to bed. It might be a bit too sweet. But I do really like this. It's not as strong. This is very nice and rich and creamy. So rich and creamy actually that right now during the summer, I don't have to apply this every single night and I still am like good to go. So this is just a lovely product. If this is out, I'm gonna buy the regular size from the regular line because I believe this is a scent that they do all the time. So let's talk shower gels, which is the last bit. I did buy the new Zesty Lemon and Cool Cucumber scents from their summer range. I didn't buy the body butter from the Cool Cucumber line because I'm not sure about the scent. I'm not a huge fan of artificial cucumber scent. So if I really like the shower gel, I might go back and pick up the body butter, but I don't think I will. And then, as I mentioned, the Zesty Lemon scent, like the lemon scent from the Body Shop, is one of my favorites. So I couldn't pass up on that from their summer line. I would definitely want to get more of these because this is a scent that I love. Another scent I love is their Pinita Colada line. I already showed you the scrub. I have another one of these full in backup. This was a limited edition, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I kept buying them in the sale, and that's why I had a couple left. This is currently in my shower. As you can see, about half of it is gone. This is such a nice summery scent. It's summer in a bottle. That's what this means to me, so that's why I really, really like this. And if we have summer in a bottle, we can also have winter in a bottle. And to me, that's always their vanilla scents that they do limited edition for Christmas every year. There's always some sort of vanilla-y scent in there. And this is the warm vanilla, which I think was out last winter or maybe the winter before that. I always mix them up, but I love the vanilla scent in the winter time. So this is definitely going to go into my shower like around Christmas time, because this is just so nice and cozy and warming, and then in combination with a hot shower, it's just the best. So I have 2 more like unusual scents, you could say. So they used to do an almond line, like a regular one. And again, this is one that I picked up on a sale not too long ago. And this used to be one of my favorite scents from the Body Shop. And they seem to have replaced it with the almond milk one, which I also like. I like that scent in the shower gel as well. It's very nice and rich. And if you have a sensitive skin like I do, drier skin as well, I find it to be quite nourishing. So again, that's one I like to use in the winter time. This is their clear gel, so these are a bit more drying on the skin, but I do love it. And then they did a ginger collection, I think spring last year, so I still have that, but this is nice and spicy, so this I like to use in the fall time, like fall wintry kind of stuff. And then I have 2 scents that they still do like regularly, I believe. And one of my favorite scents from their regular line is their wild argan oil, but I really like the pink grapefruit one as well. Pink grapefruit is very nice and zesty, and it was the one that I started using because the lemon one was no longer available. So if I want to go for that zestiness, I like this one. And this is sort of like the replacement from the almond line. I feel that this is very similar to that, even though it is a different scent. And also the body butter of this line is really nice too. Like the shea butter and the wild argan oil, those are my favorite scents also in their body butters. So there you have it. Those were all of the Body Shop products that I wanted to share today with you in this video. I think my collection is dwindling down a little bit. It's a bit more curated. I did just buy some things and then I was like, oh, I might as well just do a Body Shop collection video again. But definitely in the skincare department, I always make sure I'm fully stocked on a couple of my favorites, which is those 2 aloe vera line products, as well as some of the vitamin E stuff, the vitamin C stuff. Like there's a couple of products that I just love from the Body Shop. And then body care wise, I just don't want to have to fret about, ooh, I don't have any body wash in my house. So that's why I always keep buying a few whenever they do a sale. And that's how I just sort of keep things up to date, and then I can just shop around and like go like, ooh, I feel like this scent right now, and I feel like this scent right now. So yeah, there you have it. That's everything that I own. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 3 new videos a week, so I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.